Hey everyone, it's Lynette, and today I thought I would film a really fun and unique video pairing some of my favorite fall reads with some of my favorite Halloween candy. So, without further ado, let's get to the pairings. My absolute favorite fall read would have to be, of course, Harry Potter. Fall is just such the perfect time to read this series, so if you haven't read it or you're looking to reread it, it's just perfect for fall. It's the perfect spooky, mystical, supernatural read that you need in your life for fall. And while you're enjoying reading Harry Potter, you can enjoy Bertie Bott's Every Flavored Beans. Or, if you can't find those, Jelly Bellies has a whole bunch of assorted flavors, even some really gross ones, just like Bertie Bott's, that would be great to enjoy while you're reading this classic series. My next fall recommendation is the Three Dark Crowns series. This is the first book, Three Dark Crowns, then it goes One Dark Throne, and the newest one is Two Dark Reigns. These are all by Kendar Blake. They're very dark, they're very atmospheric, they are the perfect reads for fall. And while you're reading this series, you can enjoy Sour Patch Kids. I think Sour Patch Kids go really well with this book because they're acidic in flavor, and it talks a lot about Catherine, the Poisoner Queen, and it just sort of puts that sour, acidic taste in your mouth already. These girls, these sisters, are raised to be deadly and lethal and to ultimately kill each other on their 16th birthday. But, as we come to find out, they don't turn out as evil as they were raised, so first they were sour, and then they were sweet. So Sour Patch Kids, I think, are the perfect combination with this book. My next recommendation for a fall series, if you're looking for a long one, and that is the Gone series by Michael Grant. This series is so good. If you like Stephen King, Under the Dome, you will love this series. It's pretty much the same concept. Basically, this big dome covers this town of Pirater Beach, and all the adults over 16 disappear, and all that's left are children. So it's like 7 books long. They're all pretty hefty reads, but it's so good, and the things that they have to endure and overcome is just this epic fantasy tale. So while you're reading Gone, you can enjoy Godstoppers. Not only are they dome-shaped, but it takes a really long time for them to disappear, and this dome is here for 7 books. It takes a really long time for the dome to go down. So Gobstoppers reminded me of the book Gone, and I think it's the perfect complement for this very long series. My next fall recommendation to you is an oldie, but it's a goodie. It's a classic journey tale, and that is Lord of the Rings. Fall is the perfect time to read Lord of the Rings. It's this big, long, epic journey. It takes place with Frodo and Sam and company, and they're taking this evil, powerful ring to destroy in Mount Doom and Mordor, which is a very long way from the Shire, which is where Frodo and Sam are from. Anyway, they get into so many shenanigans and adventures, and it's just such a classic tale. If you haven't read Lord of the Rings, don't wait until you have to read it in high school. Read it on your own. It's brilliant, and also read the prequel, which is The Hobbit. But while you're reading these 4 books, you can enjoy a ring pop. Ring pop is the perfect treat to enjoy during Lord of the Rings. So get yourself a sack of ring pops and read Lord of the Rings this fall. My next fall recommendation just came out in August, but fall in October is the perfect time to read it. That is Toil and Trouble, 15 Tales of Women in Witchcraft. This is a bunch of short stories about witches and spells and witchcraft and magic. It's just really, really awesome. The stories range from like witches clear back into like the 18th century to modern day witches. So really there's a story in here for whatever type of witch that you like or want to be. So the candy that pairs well with Toil and Trouble is a grab bag of Hershey's miniatures, because you reach in the bag and sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get. You like to be surprised. Or sometimes you're in the mood for a little crunch, or a little bit of a smooth chocolate, or a little bit of a nutty chocolate. So just like Toil and Trouble, this grab bag of Hershey miniatures has everything that you need to satisfy your Halloween cravings. The next book that I recommend for fall, I believe, is a standalone, so no more series right now. I'm done with my series recommendations. The next 2 books are standalones, I promise. But the next book is To Kill a Kingdom, and it is a Little Mermaid retelling, a dark Little Mermaid retelling. But fall is perfect to read this dark Little Mermaid retelling, especially if you're a huge Little Mermaid fan or a Disney fan or just like retellings in general. And of course, the perfect treat to pair with this Little Mermaid dark retelling are Swedish Fish. These are my favorite, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Fish, ocean, mermaids, yeah, you get it. My final book that I recommend to you for this October is one that I recommend every Halloween because it's one that I reread year after year after year, and I have since like middle school, which I'm going to turn 30 this year, so you know that was a pretty long time ago. So this book is a very old young adult. Maybe some of you don't know about it, but you should know about it because it's really good. And that is Blood and Chocolate by Annette Curtis Claus. Writing in this is just beautiful. When she describes, you know, the change and changing into a werewolf, it's just the descriptive words and the language that she uses. It's just really well written, really beautiful poetic prose. So, pairing with Blood and Chocolate, I did a classic Hershey Kisses because this is sort of a romance novel, so kisses, but chocolate because blood and chocolate, and kisses just wrap you up in this nice warm little package, and that's sort of what this book does for you every Halloween. It's spooky, but it's nice and it's warm and it's a romance, and I don't know. You will like this book if you like spooky werewolf reads. It's very well written, it's a very good book, and of course everybody loves Hershey Kisses. I mean, come on, let's be honest. So that is it for my book to candy pairing. I hope that you find some good treats to eat this Halloween. If you have to raid your kids' Halloween bucket like I do, go for it. No shame in that. But if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell so that you know when I'm back on with a new video. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.